What up, world? It's your boy Braggy Nation. Um, Before I get into the main event, right, I want to say thank you to everybody that downloaded, got the mixtape, um, showed me support on that. All my Facebook fans and followers, like, I really appreciate y'all. It's because of y'all we're going to take this brand and this music um, to a more international, level. So wish me luck with that. But that's to be discussed here shortly. I wanna again, like I said, I want to take the time out to really stress that, like, without y'all, like, bam, I couldn't have did it. So I really appreciate y'all and the support. This particular piece, what I'm finna give you right here, right? I'm gonna give you a short synopsis on the whole makeup of it. Right. So bam. This piece that I'm gonna give you, I called it the greatest story ever told, right? And I called it that not to be cocky, conceited, or arrogant, nothing like that, right? I called it that because the way that I constructed this particular piece of work, right? I have, you know, made all of the characters in this story uniquely interwoven with the next, right? So each character in this story, right, is connected, and I believe that it comes a time in every artist's career or life, right, where they feel like, like, look, like, bam, I done did the party, I done did the trap, that's me, that's my life. So bam, so now let me try to challenge myself some more. See, y'all don't really hear the more personal side of me, right? You guys hear a lot of mixtapes, and that's fine, well and good. But this particular piece wasn't on a mixtape because I'm gonna put it on the album, and but I wanted to give it to you in acapella form so you can really, like, grasp, you know what I mean, the storyline. So feel free to leave any comments, any feedback, all that, right? Positive or negative, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I listen to everybody and I try to respond to everybody as best as I can. Like, I really do. So feel free to let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I enjoy making it. So with no further ado, I'm going to give you the greatest story ever told. Alright, look. She was 15 when he first came and approached her. They had a chemistry that was so very explosive. He introduced himself by the name of Johnny Rollo, the leader of a gang from the south side of Chicago. She knew he sold drugs, killed people for a living. But she was so young and was caught up in the feelings. She liked the fancy cars, the gifts, and the presents. A couple months later, she found out that she was pregnant. Now, her mom caught wind from a friend named Gene, a ex-crackhead that was 2 years clean. Gene spilled the beans because the word on the street was the South Side gang was at war with the East. A sweep from the chief of police was in order. Gene, by any means, tried to protect her friend's daughter. So the mom told the child with a frown they was moving. Pregnant and alone, the 15-year-old Susan. Susan never had the chance to say goodbye to Johnny or tell him that he was the dad and she would be a mommy. Now the mom took Susan to live on the east side. There she had the baby and they called him Eli. 10 years later, Lil Eli joined the gang. East Side Hustlers is what he started to claim. His real name was Elliot. Eli was for short. By the age of 15, Eli had a Porsche. Now, Susan never told her son his daddy was in prison. I guess she thought that he would be protected from the image. So she told Elliot when he was real young that his dad died before he even knew he had a son. So alone and confused stood Eli in the room because his friends had a dad and he wanted one too. Anger took control of him. He started acting out. By the age of 17, his moms kicked him out. Now, it wasn't long after Lil Eli got evicted that he was in the cell serving a 5-year sentence. See, Eli had the name and the fame in his gang, but when he got off the chain, everything changed. They handed him a shank, a 6-inch steel. Told him he wasn't real till he got his first kill. If he wanted stripes, then he had to catch a body. So he planned to kill a South Side leader named Johnny. If he did that, he would be accepted. So he went out to the yard with his hand around his weapon. He saw the man that they called J. Rollo the boss. He approached them with caution and he asked if they could talk. Now Rollo was amazed when he looked in his eyes, cause the face of his son is what he seen before he died. Now Susan caught wind from a friend named Brad, who was just released from prison on his way to rehab. See, Brad was the uncle of a girl named Katie who was 6 months pregnant with Elliot's baby. Brad was the son of the lady named Jean, who had died of hepatitis by the age of 43. See, Bradney spilled the beans because the word on the street was Elliot's gonna die for killing the Southside King. Now, Susan was a mess when she heard Johnny passed, so she wrote her son a letter. It said, Johnny Rollo's your dad. Damn. Thank y'all for listening. Again, man, let's break these generational curses. I mean, let's try to raise up our youth in a positive light, positive outlook. This story right here is, again, it's not to promote violence or anything of that type of nature. It's just to open our eyelids that we really need to break generational curses. Let's have a discussion about this. You feel me? Hit me up, like I said, leave all the comments. Could be a part 2. You never know, man. It's all up to you. So thank y'all again. I love y'all for tuning in. This is the greatest story ever told. With yours truly, Braggy Nation. See you soon.